Alright guys, so I'm going to be talking about my flight back to Tampa after I spent some time at home. So this is my first time flying with this airline, and it's going to be my last time flying with that airline. So I was having to come back home. I spent maybe about a month at home around Christmas time. So I'm coming back to Tampa, and I'm trying to find the cheapest flight possible. So I just want to get back. I need to get back. I got appointments coming up. Got to get back to work, that type of thing. So I booked with Silver Airlines. I'd heard about Silver Airlines. I'd seen Silver Airlines, but never flown with them. Never really, thought about flying with them. Actually, I was flying with Delta, Frontier, Spirit, that type of thing. So booked with them. They had the cheapest flight. So 3 days before the flight, I get an email saying that my flight had been moved from, I think it's like 5 p.m. or 5:30 to like 9 o'clock that night. So the night that I booked for. So I'm like, why did they move my flight 3 days ahead of time back to like 9 o'clock? So that kind of annoyed me a little bit because I wanted to go ahead and get back kind of at a decent time so I can do what I need to do. So I get back at 9, but I get to the airport probably about 8 o'clock. So I'm waiting for the airplane to arrive. I'm talking to people there in the lobby, and I'm like, is it normal? The guys are flying with them, is it normal for them to have delays like this? And they're like, yeah, this is perfectly normal for this airline. I'm like, that's weird, but okay. So plane arrives, and just like the picture in the plane, that's what arrives. So I'm just like, they roll me out onto the tarmac, so I'm in the wheelchair, and they actually moved me from this wheelchair into one of like a smaller wheelchair. It's kind of weird. So I get on the plane, and I'm just sitting there like, this plane has propellers. So I kind of nervous about this because normally I'm on, like I said, I fly Delta, so I'm used to those type of planes, the jumbo jets, things like Delta, Frontier, Southwest. I'm used to their planes. So I get on the plane. I'm praying. I'm praying as I'm sitting there waiting for everybody to get on the plane. I'm just like, don't let us hit no turbulence. The propellers keep rotating. Like I'm praying. So the flight went pretty smooth. It's a little bit rougher than like a Delta or a Southwest or something like that. Just because of the type of plane that we flew in. Something I can come up with. But I wouldn't fly with them again simply because the delay and people saying that that's normal practice for them. I can't do that because if I have to get back somewhere to, I don't know, maybe I got to get back to my dog, which I left her with a sitter. I got to get back at a certain time. That means I have to pay extra money because I'm late. Or if I have a meeting that I have to get to and I can't get there on time, then I've missed a very important meeting or whatever. So never gonna fly with them again. I mean, like, if you're not in a rush and you're willing to take a possible delay on your flight, go right ahead. But for me, I'm not flying with them again because I don't want to have any delays at all if I can avoid it. Unless it's like weather or something like that, that's fine. And that's something that happens like the day of. But 3 days in advance, you bump my flight back, and then I can't find something that's around the same time or earlier that's decently priced. I can't do that. So for me, the flight, out of 10, I would give the flight itself like a 7 out of 10. Because like I said, it was okay. I mean, they did give us free water and some lemonade and stuff like that while we waited. Except it was a little bit rough. That's why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. But I wouldn't fly with them again unless it was something like I really just had to get somewhere. That's the only airline that was flying out, and again, I would pray that they leave on time so I can get to where I got to go. But Uh, don't forget, you guys, if you are not subscribed, subscribe, hit that like button, put a comment down in the comment section. And remember, I love you and God loves you too. Until next time.